Tēnā koutou katoa, tā alofa lava, mā Lord Sufo Malangi Mama. This is Reti Ah-Voa, the Regional Leader for Northern Baptist Association. These are the churches of Auckland and Northland, and this is the annual report to the end of August 2024. E hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, engare he toa takitini. My strength is not as individual, but as a collective. We give thanks for each of our 100 churches or faith communities of Northern Baptist Association, from Doubtless Bay and Cornerstone and Kaitaia in the north to Waiuku and Franklin in the south. We're grateful for every pastor, chaplain, mission leader and their respective ministry team who have, over the last 12 months since last September, carried the heavy burden and joy of faithful service to their respective faith communities as well as their neighbourhoods. The Lord has been generous to our faith communities and has called a number of folk into new roles over the last year, leaving us with a small number of vacancies yet to be filled across our region. We welcomed as new fellowships and leaders Pastor Toitu Yose and Samoan Baptist Church of the Living Christ of Whawhauna, Pastor Danny Song and the Hope of Heaven Baptist Church in Millwater, Pastor Jack Kwan and the Overflowing Baptist Church of Papatoetoe. We acknowledge the merger of Ecclesia Samoan Baptist Maunurewa and Samoan Baptist Mangere under the leadership of Pastor Tofau Malo Kilipati. And we also want to acknowledge the closure and the ministries of Pastor Eri Tuala and God's Family Fellowship of Onehunga, Pastor Esera Maya Ta'anoa and Grace Community Church of New Lynn, as well as co-pastors Blue Bradley, Kathy Cottle and Tim Shallard, and the closure of Mosaic Morningside. Our congratulations to the faith communities who celebrated their special milestones or anniversaries. Living Waters Otara, who celebrated their 60th anniversary, Keri their 40th, Liberty their centenary, Life Point their 20th, Otahuhu the 12th anniversary of a combined community, as well as the 146th of their founding. Renda Gathering their 7th, Eastgate the 40th, Belmont 75th, and Titarangi, who celebrated their 70th anniversary. This year, the board's church survey conducted in December identified key priorities around associating, growing young, ethnic minority congregations, leadership development and resourcing, with work continuing in previous areas of Everyone a Witness and gospel renewal with Māori. We've continued to remind ourselves of our founding value as Baptists of being covenant people and repositioning our identity as more than a collective of faith communities, rather towards a biblical whānau or family of faith communities. We've also spent time in our clusters around discerning the mind of Christ, and as a region started to look at the pairangi or horizon to see what God is saying to us about our calling, about our future hope, as well as the generations to come. We celebrated the wonderful initiatives and events held in or involving people from our region, including the Samoan Combined Youth Service, the Korean Combined Pastors and Families Retreat, the Intergenerate Conference, Southern Kingdom hosting the National Hui and Mangahakau City Baptist, and participation in various sessions at last year's National Hui, the registration of and training of bivocational pastors, the Northern Easter Camp, E-Camp, and the Northland Easter Camp, as well as the combined Chinese Good Friday service. There was the 12 Voices and 12 Encounters presented by Eastgate, Long Bay's efforts in community housing, Follow Conference hosted by Manukau City, discipleship workshops delivered in Northland, Embodied Hope Conference in Northcote, the Stan graduation hosted by Windsor Park, and Visions West's Waka Whakakitenga Tauihi Journey. We were also instrumental in the KB Leadership Training Camp, Extend, Way to Go, Psalms Conference, Hui a Māori, the Regional Hui, the Communication Course, Baptist Leadership Orientation, Supervision Training, in-person and online boundary training, and others. Whew, that's a lot. Thank you to all who were involved. Across our clusters, we wrestled with consultation around the recommendations for a new serious misconduct process and the constitutional changes. This led to some of the first written submissions, as well as robust conversations at our Saturday sessions of the Regional Hui and active conversations thereafter. As a whānau, we continue to bear the burden alongside the Baptist Union of the closure of Hillside Baptist Church 3 years ago. We had set a faith stretch on last year's giving of 160,000, and while we have been encouraged by our whānau around church contributions, we were, however, 20,000 shy of that target. We continue to be thankful for those who support our work so generously. We've continued to press into gospel renewal as a national movement alongside Charles Hewlett, our national leader, the Regional Leader Group, and the national support team. It is an honour to partner with and champion Arotahi and Kerry Baptist College as and when we are able. We also support the work of Luke Carmorgan, the Te Pouarataki o Te Hikoi, alongside Te Whariki, and particularly acknowledge Josie and her role here. We want to continue to encourage bold and courageous thinking and doing in our rohe as we enter into this next season of gospel renewal among the people and in the places we are planted. To the glory of God our Father, Jesus and Son, and in the power of the Holy Spirit. Ngā mana ki tanga.